Okay, well, for Akin Maxwell, is very sure that local coaches, will deliver. But let's leave that and discuss the promotional playoff where 3SC failed in their promotion bid back to the Nigerian Professional Football League. Akin Maxwell, after a fantastic season at the regular, season of the NNL, the guys, put teams, in their place, take them to the cleaners. Fantastic showing after the first game against Abia Community, which they drew at home. The guys went on a very good run, and just the last day of the season, where they lost, against Abia Comment, it was a dead rubber game. Fantastic performance from Edith Agoye's side. No one saw it coming to the last game against Aqua Starlet, where they lost. Did they envisage that we are going to come to this stage in which we'll still be crying about Shooting Stars not able to get promotion despite the fantastic showing during the regular season?
What do you mean by fantastic running season?
They went unbeaten.
What do you mean?
Not until the last day of the season,
Isaiah,
in which it was an inconsequential game.
Isaiah, I saw it coming. The Shooting Stars will not qualify. People have been saying a lot of things about me that I'm working against Shooting Stars, so I didn't say anything positive about Shooting Stars. This is not a football club.
But from what we saw, I was at the stadium, for several games.
The more you look in Shooting Stars game, the less you see.
But football is about results, and
how do you get the result?
The church results.
How do you get the result?
With just a game
to
go.
How do the general manager get the result? How do the management of Shooting Stars get the result? They went to buy and sell it. I know what I'm talking about. Because this man wants to keep his job. He go extra mile. He doesn't have anything upstairs to manage Shooting Stars. He only believes in buy and selling. He's a professional when it comes to buy and selling. Right?
Okay,
so 90% of Shooting Stars players knows the kind of general manager they have, the kind of management they have. If they don't even play well, they will win games. Because they know that their management believes so much in that, and they will do the task for them.
Akin Maxwell, I will still come to that. Okay. But I from last season, the team got to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then this concluding season,
they got to the playoff.
That is a testament to the fact that something is working.
If something is working,
the guys are unable to get to the last
because you don't know what is working.
That means something was working for them to get to that stage.
Yorùbá sọ pé ìròmì tó ń jó lórí omi nǹkan kan ló ń lù fún.
Will you interpret that for us?
You understand? Well, because of our yes, I don't have to put it. See, something that's dancing on top of water.
Okay.
Understand? Under the water, underneath of the water, the drummer is there. You might not hear the sound of the drum under the water, but someone that is dancing on top of water is not ordinary. Understand? So the setting is there. Getting result is different from playing well. Shooting Stars is a team. It's an institution and a team that has culture. But the present management and the players, the core players of the team right now, they don't understand the culture of Shooting Stars and the vision of Shooting Stars at all. How can you set up a team of 35-40 players who doesn't believe in the culture and the vision of the team? How can a management set up a team with 90% lone players? How do you get the commitment from those players?
So it's about the motivation not being there.
The motivation, well, as far as I know, government give them good budget, approve good budget for them. But how do they spend the money? Do they spend the money for the players very well? Do they spend the money on frivolous things?
At times, it baffles me that, we don't get to see names of players or list of players being registered to execute,
most of these players you are talking about in Shooting Stars, do they have contract?
And that is peculiar to many Nigerian clubs.
And we say we are playing professional football. We are not playing professional football.
It's not a Shooting Stars thing. Definitely,
it's not Shooting Stars.
You hardly get to see contractual,
but few clubs run professional
in
football
the NPFL and in the NNL.
No, few clubs run football professionally. I can mention their names for you. Nasarawa United run professional football. Enyimba run professional football. Kano Pillars run professional football. Niger Tornadoes run professional football. Goran runs professional football. Abia runs professional football. Those players have contracts. And there's another team in Lower Keda in amateur league that is a super professional league side. I mean, leagues, when I say professional, in depth, is FC Ebede. That is the team that's been managed by senior brother of Church Sunday Olise.
Let's go to that game, that was played on Monday, where Shooting Stars, lost by 3 goals to nothing against the feeders team of Aqua United, known as Aqua Starlet. Many people still trying to come to terms with what happened at the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba. Going to that game, a whole lot of people have said, possibly the state government or possibly some influential individuals should have come out and try to possibly put their money where their mouth is, try to tell the guys do this and we do that.
As I want to put his money where you cannot get profit.
What went wrong? What do you think went wrong in that game? Because everything was clear. It seems the lines are falling in pleasant places for Shooting Stars going to that game.
I have said it earlier. Everything went wrong for that match. The management even believed that they have qualified. It is not over until it is over.
Or possibly, Shooting Stars went to sleep and never, did their homework.
The overconfidence and complacency of both the management and the players, especially the players.
Aqua Starlet, just lost one game also, going to that.
When you look at the records of Aqua United, Aqua Starlet, they are determined, they are motivated, financially and psychologically.
Financially again.
Yes. But Shooting Stars also were motivated financially.
We didn't hear of anything.
Even the general manager of Shooting Stars said,
promised them some rewards.
2 weeks ago, he come on here in about 3 radio stations in this Ibadan that he has never worked with a governor like Governor Seyi Makinde. Just in 2 months. The way the governor accepted them, the way he pumped in money, the way he increased their budget in the last 2 months. If they have gotten Seyi Makinde in the last 1 or 2 years, the situation of Shooting Stars was not like this. And I can tell you, that day, last Monday, the governor called.
He called them.
He called them
and he discussed with them.
He cannot leave his office to celebrate. Yes, and their government officials who went to Asaba to give them moral support. What else do they want? They give them everything they want for that match. No excuse. It's only that the player played like Kedesika. And because of what has been at the back of their mind.
Let me bring this to the table also and possibly ask you, going to that game also, we know a new change of government in town. From the past administration to the present administration, and thank God you are a good administrator of of league football in Nigeria. Job security not guaranteed, and I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Possibly that was playing through the minds of the coaching crew and especially the player, but majorly the coaching crew, that we don't know if we still win this game and qualify to the NPFL. We are not still sure if we'll still be at the aim of our fears. Possibly they should have, maybe give them the security that what your job is secure. Going forward, what security? We want to identify with you.
What security do they want?
Remember, let me give you a instance of Remo Stars. Let me give you a instance of Remo Stars. We've seen a coach qualified, a team from the NNL to the NPFL, and at the end of the day, a new technical crew was brought on board.
Do you know what happened? I know of that Remo Stars very well. It's because the coach stepped on toes. Coach Fatah should step on toes of some management members. that you cannot dictate to me. This is my team. I qualify this team to the Nigerian Professional Football League.
You should take charge of his team.
Yes, and some management members want to influence him on some things and start on this. You must do this.
And definitely, a coach who knows wants that.
Exactly. And so as a result, they said, okay, we are bringing in another person in person of Kennedy Boboye to be our boss. And so I said, who is Kennedy Boboye? Someone who has never got a job. Someone who his team could not win the league after he promised he won the league. We know how he won the league in Plateau, and we know how he won the league. So he could not sustain that tempo, and he left. He doesn't have a job.
I think that would have had a factor and effect on their performance.
We are talking about shooting stars.
Yeah, the coach was not focused on that game.
The coach
due to the
has been there for 3 or 4 years. This is his team. If he needs to convince the government, the new government of Oyo State, Governor Seyi Makinde, he needs to win that game. He needs to win that game to have a point. So if I thought they want to send him away, I said, okay, fine. It will add to his CV to get a better job.
No, true.
Now, he lost last year.
Same thing
he was saying, the coach was saying on social media, on TV, on everything, that he was robbed. This year, were you robbed?
It was a clean victory.
This one is even scandalous. A whole Shooting Stars losing to Aqua Starlet, a feeder team to Aqua United, 3 goals to nothing.
I could feel your pain, and many Ibadan soccer fans are not happy, and I think you are just in the best the best person to discuss this issue. Let me ask you: you've been a former secretary of Shooting Stars.
Yes.
What has gone wrong? Shooting Stars of old, Southwestern Pride, African champions. I was lucky to have Felix Owolabi, on this platform some while ago, and he lament, the state, of football presently in Oyo State, and also in his beloved Shooting Stars. What was working then that is not working now, because it's, I think, 3 years down the line right now, we've not been able to come back to the NPFL. And I want to. It's not about Shooting Stars also.
3 years. It's 15 years.
I want you to also discuss about Crown FC also, because it's still being piloted also by the Oyo State government. It's about Crown FC and Shooting Stars, but majorly Shooting Stars are these two teams still crawling in the second tier of Nigerian football. Let me tell the truth.
I will tell the truth, nothing but the truth. The problem Shooting Stars is enormous.
Just try break it down for us.
Government is the main problem of Shooting Stars.
I'm still coming to government also.
And the supporters are also part of the problem of Shooting Stars.
But I think the supporters have been fantastic.
They have not been fantastic.
I think the supporters too, in spite of being in the second tier of league football,
I don't want to hear supporters.
They still come to support their beloved club. And I think the club they want to give them the promotional tickets.
Let me tell you the truth. Shooting
Stars
doesn't have supporters.
The fan base is massive. It's massive.
What do you mean by fan base? It's
all over the globe.
All over the
exactly.
Those people who love Shooting Stars, who are passionate about Shooting Stars, not people who look up to Shooting Stars to get money, not people who are looking up to Shooting Stars to feed their pockets. Not all people fall into that category of trying to milk 70% of people supporting Shooting Stars, who call themselves supporters of Shooting Stars, are looking towards milking Shooting Stars.
Majority of the fans we see every Sunday,
let me tell you,
fill up the stadium.
Those people
are
who
not
come
passionate fans of Shooting Stars.
Come to stadium to watch Shooting Stars are the passionate ones. Who the blood of Shooting Stars is flowing in them.
That's what I'm referring to.
They were not financial supporters. Okay. Shooting Stars doesn't have financial supporters. So people who are claiming registered supporters club, they were not financial supporters of Shooting Stars. They were milking Shooting Stars. How could you be going for Shooting Stars games, both home and away, and requesting money from the government or the management of Shooting Stars? What for? Instead of you pumping money into Shooting Stars. In those days, when Lekon Salami was in charge, Babaleko Salami, they go everywhere, look at training of Nigeria to bring in stars, those who are Yorubas.
So the fans, some of the supporters who are trying to milk
supporters of Shooting Stars in the past. Government.
You made mention of the government too.
They killed Shooting Stars. Government is a big factor against the program of Shooting Stars. How can you bring a carpenter to come and manage shooting stars? How can you bring a mechanic to come and manage shooting stars? How can you
carpenter and mechanic in this aspect?
Unprofessional people who doesn't know the right from and left of football management to come and manage shooting stars. Technocrats must come into the setting to manage shooting stars. How can you bring someone, say because of political error, or he has been following on the campaign trail?
But I know some of the principal officers. His CV, speaks for him. He has been, administrators in some other club side in the Nigerian Professional Football League, Sunshine Stars. Definitely, you know who I'm referring to, and definitely he's a seasoned administrator. He has been there. He has seen it through and through. And
what I think, through and through?
He fits, into that position.
Fit into what? Shooting Stars doesn't have management. Shooting Stars doesn't have a board. Tell me, who are the board members in Shooting Stars? They only have general manager and chairman.
The chairman.
Executive chairman. What is the executive? What is he executing? Understand? Shooting Stars lack proper management and administration. The person who is managing Shooting Stars, when does he start football?
I think the past administration too should be called into question, because I could remember when they missed out on promotion the other time last season.
Let me take you back to your memory lane. Shooting Stars is an institution. Shooting Stars has culture, and none of the management member of Shooting Stars understand the culture of Shooting Stars. None of the players in Shooting Stars right now knows the culture of Shooting Stars. None. Shooting Stars is a limited liability company, and government knows that, but I believe they don't even know.
Okay,
because limited liability company, if you have a limited, you must have directors. Yeah. And Chief Oni been they registered this club, Shooting Stars Sports Club. He's the father of Shooting Stars, not IICC. So and a lot of things went wrong there. When I was on board in Shooting Stars, my regime was the last who succeeded and bring glories to this.
Let's discuss about, are you part of the school of thought that government should hands off sport in the country, bring private individuals on board? Government, should provide the enabling environment for private individuals to thrive. They have a whole lot of issues. Security in the nation is alarming. Health, education, infrastructure is there. You think government should hands off sport and taking into consideration Shooting Stars issue, because you mentioned that the fans and also the government are responsible?
Government has no business in business. Government has no business in running sports. All what they need to do is provide an enabling environment for the investors to come in.
Okay.
During our time in 1997 to 99, we have IGR, we have some companies who come in, we generate a lot of funds. At times there was a time we didn't depend on the subvention given to us.
Okay.
We sell players abroad, we make dollars. We use part of the money,
and the contractual details is open to the public.
It's open. There's nothing hidden. Even the contract of the players then was open.
Okay.
But now there's nothing like that.
So government should
hands off.
That is the way to go.
See, if government hands off today, I can put in my 10,000 in there. In as much they will manage the money well, because football club is coming together of people of like mind for sporting success. People of like mind. That is football club for you, not football club to run politics. So government must hands off. If government hands off today, you will, within the next 3 months, you will see multinational companies that will come into Shooting Stars, because Shooting Stars is an institution.
Now, talking about government, a present government is in town. Engineer Sheyi Abiodun in charge of piloting the affairs of Oyo State, and of course, pending the time that they will listen to us, that government should hands off sports. Now, going to the new season, what do you think? The new administration, if you are a special advisor, when it comes to sports, coming down to Shooting Stars, Crown FC, what do you think he should do to make sure that we are not in this type of crossroad again?
Governor Seyi Makinde should first of all dismantle what is Shooting Stars management?
Are you talking about overhauling?
Total overhauling. Total.
I think it's the honorable thing to do for
now.
I'm talking about Dimeji Lawal and Rashid Balogun, who has
resigned. It's just a cover-up.
They resigned honorably. He called a mini press conference after that game, and he said
general manager who resigned,
and if
Isaiah, he has been there for 6 years. What has he done? How much has he generated from the millions of money being spent on the Shooting Stars for 6 years? How much has he generated? Every year he keep on saying his players were on loan. More than 70 players on loan for 6 years, Isaiah. And he's collecting almost 150 million. 200 million.
I don't think he has done the honorable thing. He has left right now and has thrown in the towel.
It should be probed.
Before
it should be probed. It should be called back. It should be called back to come and give account of his state worship. It should come and answer query. What have you done with our money? You say you are resigning. Resigning from where? For what? And let me tell you, he doesn't have any contract. How did he got the job in the first instance? So let's put that one aside.
About the new government in town.
About government should, as a matter of urgency, fire on the mountain. Understand? Total restructuring. Put in place technocrats. Those who have achieved with Shooting Stars.
Okay.
They should bring in ex-international who are knowledgeable about this game, both administrative, marketing, and technical.
And you think the result will change?
The result will change. The result will change. We have many of ex-internationals who are doing good.
It's about ex-internationals. It's different playing the game.
See,
it's different being an administrator of the game.
Are you telling me if the government gives Odegbami opportunity to come and serve in Shooting Stars, you won't serve? Are you telling me Olabi, he has come in and out on 2 or 3 occasions?
Yeah, true. And
there's record of his performance in Shooting Stars. Are you telling me if giving support, coaches that have coached Shooting Stars or ex-Shooting Stars who are doing fine outside Oyo State, are you telling me who have blood of Shooting Stars? Are you telling me
about putting the square peg in the
yes, of course.
Okay, well, I've been speaking with Akin Maxwell, a former secretary of our Shooting Stars. If you look him closely, he's putting on a blue top, Shooting Stars blue. It's Shooting Stars jersey. It's Shooting Stars through and through, and you could, feel the pain unleashing everything as it is right now. Before I let you go, because we need to go for our second break, and Tosin Joseph, will come on set to discuss the major issues on the foreign scene and also the world of transfer. Let me ask you, we are waiting the new sports minister of the country of Nigeria. Dalong won't be retained because his name was not part of the list Buhari sent and the Senate. I've looked at the list. I don't even know which one of them is a sports
inclined.
Exactly.
We are in trouble in this country.
How will we get out of this trouble?
I don't know how we get out. The president doesn't even like sports.
Some say possibly Akpabio, but Akpabio is not in record.
I don't know.
Especially,
they should bring a professional to come and manage our sports for us. We don't need politicians.
It's political appointment.
What do you
it's not about career.
You are a professional journalist. You are a professional journalist, right?
Definitely, certified.
Why not? If not, bringing you to come and be media officer of the governor or spokesman of the governor, because you know what it takes. Nobody can put you around. You won't play politics with your profession. Government needs to bring in professionals.
So from the list you've seen,
I've not seen anybody. I've not seen. If I see Odegbami name there now, I'll be jumping that yes, maybe Odegbami will be the next Minister of Sports. But out of these 43, I doubt if we ever have any.
Well, we await who will be the next Minister of Youth and Sport. Like I said in my introduction, you need to minister every sector of sports, not just football. A lot of ulabalu when it comes to the basketball circle, football. There was Power Tosu. They're missing money also in the Athletics Federation of Nigeria FN. Still in the front burner of of the past administration. Well, we wait, and we wait. Well, we need to go for our next break right now. Our last break on the program AM Sport on IETL. I must say a big thank you for coming, Akin Maxwell.
It's my pleasure to be here.
He's been on the edge.
It's my pleasure
Fantastic. And I hope next time when we call on you, you oblige.
I'm at your service.
And I must say a big thank you. At short notice, you came on board.
I'm at your service.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's go for this quick break. When we are back, Tosin Joseph will be back here to discuss what is happening in the world of transfers. And of course, we take a look at pre-season friendly. We'll be right back.